Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Donna, Paper Dreamer 1 here on YouTube, and I'm back to make another wreath today. Yesterday I think was the first day of summer, and so I'm going to make a summer wreath, but you know, I honestly think this is the last summer wreath I'm going to be making, unless I have somebody request one from me. I have just put an order into Craft Outlet and picked up something not really fall, but it's a really cute a wreath that I'm going to try to make when the articles come in. And I did order that rail frame so I could do the wreath I want to take with me on vacation. I went into Dollar General last week and I picked up a couple of things. I'm not a big frequenter of Dollar General, but I happened to go in and I found this really cute sign. So I'm going to use this in the middle of the wreath that I'm going to make. And this was $4.50. And then I have another one I picked up just because I loved it. Isn't this cute? So I think I'll do something in the fall colors and put this on it. Now this is was $3. Now I believe this is not real wood. And you know, if you fiber board, yeah. And if you use that outside, it goes to pot. It just kind of shrivels all up in the dampness. So I'm going to be preserving this the best I can before I use it. And what I usually use to preserve is like paint it with Mod Podge all over and then spray it with an acrylic sealer. And so it doesn't last forever, but it does let it hold up a whole lot longer than if you didn't. But you have to remember, when you paint these, you can't leave one little spot unpainted or it will shrivel. So anyway, so that'll be cute for one in the fall. So today what I'm using is, there's actually two colors of mesh here, but they are so similar that it's hard to tell. One is got a blue and white stripe in it, and the other is just the solid blue without the white stripe. And what I'm going to be doing is the 30-inch ruffles. I have a work form here, my last work form. I did manage to order another one today. They did have a couple, but most of the ones I wanted are still listed as out of stock. Looking for my scissors, here we are. So I'm going to get this put together and see what we can do. I also have some ribbons. Now I've pre-cut my mesh and I've pre-cut my ribbons to try to save us a little bit of time. My ribbons are here. I have a solid blue with sort of like a pretty stripe in it. I have a green. I have a check. And I have a wide blue. So we'll see what we can do with those. So let me get you moved down and we'll get started on the 30-inch ruffle wreath for summer. Sorry guys, my phone just died out. I hope I'm not running low on battery. If I am, if it goes off again, I'll be back later and we'll continue. I actually don't know when you left me because I wasn't looking up at the phone to see myself. But I was trying one with some weight on the end of it, like Lori over at Hardworking Mom had suggested for people who have problems making these ruffles. It does hold the mesh tighter. However, I found it just one more thing to try to manipulate. Okay. You have to kind of look when you grab one of these to make sure you're grabbing the right one. because they're very close in color. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned, I live on the golf course and they're redoing the golf course right now, refurbishing it. And it's amazing that when they put the new grass on the greens and on the fairways, they're called sprigs. And they look like they're throwing a bunch of hay around. It's just hay. They're throwing all over the place. And then this machine comes and it kind of roughs up the dirt a little bit, I think, and then pushes them down into the dirt. And evidently the grass is all embedded in that hay. And then they have to water the devil out of it. And the sprinklers, at least in the daytime, come on just about every hour in order to water the sprigs. But it really is kind of interesting. You wouldn't think that that would ever grow into grass. Well, it's so close in here, it's hard to get all the pieces working at the same time. I have just 2 more on the bottom. One open. And there we have the bottom row done. I'm going to move up to the inside and continue going around, and when I get almost to the end I'll come back. There's no sense in you watching me go round and round again. So I'll be back to see you again in just a few minutes. See you in a minute. Okay, I have it all the way around now. Here it is. It looks really nice. 30-inch ruffles really come out pretty. I'm going to put some ribbons. These are 14-inch ribbons. Because the ruffles are so puffy, I want to make sure the ribbons get seen. So we'll put some of these around and see how it goes. Now I'm going to take these ribbons on the bottom and kind of face them out, I think. I want to be able to see all the colors. And I used that cheater method. Well, it's not really a cheater method. It's really an excellent method that Lori taught us. a while back about using the cardboard. I'll show you in just a minute, as soon as I get this one wrapped in. I have two. One is 6 inches, one is 7 inches, and you basically take the ribbon and start here, wrap it all the way around, and when you've got it all the way around to the top again, you have one, and you can wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and just count every time you get back to the top. It's another one. There's a little cut off spot here to show me what where the top is. And then you just cut them across the top, and you have all your ribbons made at once. And you know, I also did a wreath one time with the 12-inch pieces of that dollar store mesh, and you can do the same thing with that dollar store mesh. Just wrap it around and cut it all at once. And I cut a whole row of mesh in one fell swoop, as they say. This blue ribbon is wired, but it's very soft, and it just kind of wants to lay there, so hopefully we can get it so you can see it. Looking pretty good. Well, I was happy to get my order in at Craft Outlet. It was very frustrating. I did get the rail form that I need, but I also got one regular form like this one. So, and I don't do, you know, tons of wreaths all the time, so I don't order that many all at once. To be honest with you, I'm running out of room to put them. Come Christmas, I have a few people who wanted Christmas wreaths they mentioned last year. So, and I'm okay with doing some fall wreaths right now. I just don't think I'm quite ready for Christmas. Now, we have a couple of shows here, as do, I'm sure, a lot of you. Christmas in July. And of course, if I were working one of those shows, I would have to have a lot of Christmas wreaths. Maybe next year. Very honestly, I had to shut this off and take a break because it got so hot down here that I couldn't see what I was doing. The sweat was running down in my eyes. That you probably hear the scanner in the background. They seem to be very busy this afternoon. It's the emergency management scanner for fire and EMS. I love this blue plaid. That is really pretty. That little blue ribbon with a mind of its own, but I'm going to tame it. I dropped one. I will pick it up. I do kind of like the white ties. It does add a little more color because it's really fairly same color all around. Somebody is supposed to be coming to check my sprinkler system, so if I hear the doorbell, I'll have to shut you off for a minute. Really looking pretty. I am undoing the ties and putting this in. The ribbons are plenty long enough, so they can handle being undone. And yes, I put the plaid with the green this time because I was one short on the blue. Pick up my piece that I dropped. There you go, guys. Really is pretty. Now, let's see what we do with this sign. Well, first thing we do is take the price tag off. I think just right here in the middle. Now I've got a place here for wire, I've got a place here for wire, I've got a place here for wire. So I think that we'll be all set with that. And there is actually another one on the top. There's a little thing here that you can hang it up with. We'll start with that one. And this is, as you can hear, it's a metal sign, so and this really doesn't even show up, so that'll be fine. Alright, now let's see what we can do. We'll take it between these ruffles. Ouch. Do you know what I just did? Stuck myself with a piece of wire. Going to give it a quick tie around until I figure out if I've got it where I want it to go. Actually, I'm going to take this one. I think I can put it right through the twisty. Oh, they're here from my sprinklers. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, my husband's out there with the fellow in the sprinkler, so I thought I'd just show you. I got the birdie attached. And I'm going to move us up a little bit so you can get a better view and step back. Hold on a second. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Such a bright blue bird. Okay, so thank you all for stopping by today. It was kind of fun. Sorry for the interruptions. It was so hot down here, I did have to stop and take a little bit of a break. But anyway, we completed it. It's the summer wreath. It's probably the last summer wreath. We'll be on to fall, even though it's 103 heat index. But I think it's time to move on. You know, we have to get started in advance. So I'll be back again in a little bit. I have to wait for my order to come in from Craft Outlet. In the meantime, I might stop in with another little chit-chat or a cooking video or something to keep us in touch until my supplies come in for the next wreath. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I really enjoy having you here. And I'm going to say goodbye a little nicer. Whoops. Maybe. Wait just a sec. There we go. So anyway, look at me. The fan's been blowing my hair, and so I'm just going to tell you goodbye, and it was fun being with you today. Everybody stay safe, stay cool, and have a great afternoon, and we'll talk again soon. See you later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.